Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nazat Ibrahim Rashid and this is the Evening News. In tonight's top stories, Housing Minister Dr. Muhammad Muiz says that the initial points awarded to applications for the government's home ownership program are subject to change after further evaluation. Several teachers have worn black outfits to work today as part of their protest against low pay and incentives. National Bureau of Statistics says that the ongoing census 2014 is receiving public cooperation and that the only issue identified so far is some people refusing to tell their names to enumerators. Housing Minister Dr. Muhammad Muiz says that the initial points awarded to applications for the government's home ownership program are subject to change after further evaluation. Speaking at a press conference this morning, Minister Muiz says that while a large number of people queue up to submit forms each day, it is estimated that the ministry will receive around 10,000 applications this time. The minister noted that the points are being awarded to form in the presence of the applicants to ensure that process is transparent. However, he said that the ministry's officials will personally visit households of applicants for evaluation, which may cause the points to change. He said that over 5,000 individuals have applied so far for the 1,100 flats to be issued under the home ownership program. While 3,138 forms have been received in the first category, 2,516 forms have been received in the second category. The recently introduced third category has received only 2 applications. As the third category has received limited response, the ministry has decided to include third category applications in the other 2 categories. Minister Muiz stressed that the government is seeking to give flats to the ones who only need it most. Several teachers have worn black outfits to work today as part of their protest against low pay and incentives. While a large number of teachers in Malé and the atolls wore black outfits to work against the warning issued by the Labour Relations Authority, it is noteworthy that this is the second time local teachers have stayed in the Black Sunday protest. According to the Teachers Association, the protest is being stated again to demand better pay and incentives and improve resources available in schools. This time, teachers engaged in the protest are using a slogan to energize their call, which goes, "We will swim together, we can only swim together." The Teachers Association had previously warned the teachers would launch their strike and stop teaching indefinitely starting Tuesday if the government failed to improve their pay and incentives. We have been unable to obtain a word from the Education Ministry on this matter. According to Labour Relations Authority, such actions by teachers are not acceptable and that actions will be taken against teachers who are taking part in the protest. National Bureau of Statistics says that the ongoing census 2014 is receiving public cooperation and that the only issue identified so far is some people refusing to tell their names to enumerators. According to the Bureau's media coordinator, Shunima Bashir, the ongoing census is receiving great public cooperation and that the only issue identified is some individuals refusing to tell their names to enumerators. She said that some individuals may decline to tell their names due to the actions or behaviors of some enumerators engaged in the project. Srinivas said that the Bureau's senior staff do attend to such minor issues and that the issues are solved when this is done. She said that a list of households, buildings, businesses and vacant plots of lands were taken today and yesterday. She says that although some difficulties were faced due to some locations being locked, the issues were solved when special forms designed for such locations were provided. The Census 2014 has a total of 3,500 officials, 2,500 of who are working in the atolls and 1,500 who are working in Male. The census will be conducted daily from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily until the 27th of this month. Today is the International Day of Peace. The theme for this year's Peace Day is the right of peoples to peace. In his message on the occasion of Peace Day, the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said that peace and security are essential foundations for social progress and sustainable development.
Today is the International Day of Peace. Each year on this day, the United Nations calls for a global ceasefire. We ask combatants to put down their arms so all can breathe the air of peace. Armed conflict causes untold grief to families, communities and entire countries. Too many are suffering today at the brutal hands of warmongers and terrorists. Let us stand with them in solidarity. Peace and security are essential foundations for social progress and sustainable development. That is why 3 decades ago, the United Nations affirmed the right of peoples to peace. Throughout the coming year, we will commemorate the 70th anniversary of the United Nations. Our organization is founded on the pledge to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war. We have made much progress, but much remains to be done. We must douse the fires of extremism and tackle the root causes of conflict. Peace is a long road that we must travel together step by step beginning today. Let us all observe a minute of silence at noon. Let us all reflect on peace and what it means for our human life. Let us hold it in our hearts and minds and tenderly nurture it so it may grow and blossom.
PPM's majority leader at Parliament and Vilimale MP Ahmed Nihan Hussain Manik warns that changes may have to be brought to the former President's Privilege Act in the light of opposition leader and former President Mohamed Nasheed's actions. Speaking on the TV's Khabar Today talk show on Saturday night, Nihan said that work must be done through the Parliament to assess the damage done to the country by the actions of the former president. Nihan said that Nasheed's actions are not acceptable and fitting at all for the former president and that his actions may prompt changes to the former president's Privilege Act currently in force. Referring to Nasheed's recent statement to the independent newspaper accusing the Modi's Defence Force of having ties with jihadists across the world, Nihan said that a former president must not make such statements that hurt the country's reputation. He said that Nasheed, who enjoys all privileges, incentives and protection guaranteed by the Act, is going against the spirit of the Act and that the state is already bearing huge expenses for Nasheed. Nihan said that while Nasheed is given funds to run a social cause, he is using the fund to travel abroad and defame the nation without doing any good for the country. He said that while Nasheed has accused the military of having ties with the terrorist organizations, the opposition leader himself enjoys protection from bodyguards belonging to the defense forces. Nihan said that former presidents are given legal incentives and protection as they are individuals who are aware of highly confidential information pertaining to the state. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Balloon Yagindoli, DhiTV.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فآتاهم الله ثواب الدنيا وحسن ثواب الآخرة والله